Good evening, students. Just type your name in chat box or live chat. First of all, I'll be solving one sum on estimation of working capital. I hope you can see the screen. You can see the sum. This is the easiest chapter. You can score 21-20 in this chapter. Okay. So pay attention, listen carefully. Okay. First of all, you have to make a format of solution. Format is like particulars, period, quantity, rate, and amount. Okay. This is the format we have to follow to solve this sum. In the format, we need to accommodate all the current assets and current liabilities item. Okay, so we'll start with current assets first. Under current assets, first one is stock. Under stock, we have raw material, work in progress, and finished goods. Okay. Second major item is debtors. Okay. And sometimes you may have bills receivable. Okay. Then cash and bank. Okay. After this, we can leave two lines and write total current assets. Okay. Then write less current liabilities. Current liabilities include sundry creditors, bills payable, outstanding labor or wages, and outstanding overheads. Okay, this is important, students. Okay. So I hope the format is clear. Very simple. I'll repeat it again. Whenever you get a sum on working capital, what you will do first? Draw a format. Format is very simple. Okay, the particulars and 4 amount columns. First one will be for period, that is in months. Then quantity, rate, and amount. Okay. Then in particulars, we can write down following items of current assets like stock. Stock is a major item. Under that, we have raw material, WIP, and finished goods. Okay. Then we have debtors, bills receivable, and cash and bank. Okay. Then we take total of current assets. Then from that, we have to subtract current liability, which includes creditors, bills payable, outstanding labor or wages, and outstanding overheads. Clear? Okay. So this format is fixed. Okay. Okay. Now let us read the sum. I hope you are able to read the sum. Just increase the size. Okay. A and B produce 60,000 units during the year and sells them to rupees 200 per unit. Okay. So this company is producing 60,000 units annually, and the selling price is 200 per unit. Okay. various costs in terms of percentage of selling price are given to you. Okay? So the very first thing you will do is you will draw a ditto format or ditto structure, cost structure, as it is given in the sum. I'll show you. Okay? This will have 5 marks. Okay. This statement will have at least 5 marks and it will take not more than 5 minutes. Okay. So write cost structure, whatever is given, just copy that. Okay. What is given to you? First raw material, then labor, overheads, then we get total of these 3 items, that is called total cost. Okay. Then we add profit, we get sales. Okay. Now they have provided us percentage. They have provided us percentage, but we want in rupees. We want in rupees. Is this clear what we have to do? They have provided us cost in percentage, but we want in rupees, in value. Clear? So here I'll make 1 rupees column. As I told you, first copy down what is given to you. How much percentage raw material is having? 60% of selling price. Labor 10%. Overheads 20%. So total is 90%. Profit is 10% and sales is 100. Okay, clear? I'll just underline wherever total is there. So this is one total, this is another total. Clear? I'm telling you once again, whenever they give you cost structure or percentage in question, what you will do, you will make one similar table, call it cost structure. Okay, call it cost structure, copy as it is given in the sum. Okay, now they have told you that the selling price is 200. Okay, so in sales, in rupees column, write 200. Okay, it can be 300, 400, whatever is there in the sum, you write next to sales. Is this clear? What you will do first, copy as it is the format. Okay, percentage is already given to you. You draw one new column, that is rupees. Okay, and in rupees, write sales price first. Sales price will be given in the sum. It may be 200, 100, 300, whatever. You write next to sales. Okay, now you apply the given percentage. Okay, on this selling price. How much is raw material? They said 60%. Then calculate 60% of 200. What you will do? Calculate 60% of 200. Okay, 200 into 60%. Like this, you do calculation. How much it comes to? 120. Very simple. Okay. Then 10% of 200. So 20% of 200. You can try it on your calculator, students. 90% of 200, 180. Okay, even if you add, you will get 180 total. Okay, clear? So profit again 10%, so it will be 20. Okay. So this will give you at least 4-5 marks. Okay, just very small table, but this is useful. Without this, you cannot solve the sum only. Okay. So first thing you will do is you will make a table similar to given in the sum. Call it cost structure. Okay. Write the percentage as it is. Then in next to that, write to it. Just write one new column. Draw a new column. Give the heading rupees. In that first write selling price, which will be given in the sum. Okay. Then apply the percentage given in the sum on that selling price. You will get individual per unit cost. Raw material is 120. Labor 20 rupees, overhead 40 rupees, total cost 180, profit 20, and selling price already given as 200. Is this clear, students? I hope this is clear. So this was working group number 1. Next, one more working group you have to make. It will give you at least 2 marks. Working group number 2. See, in the first line we read, A&D Limited produces 60,000 units. Okay, but we have to convert that into monthly units. How to do that? If we have anything yearly, by dividing it by 12, we will get monthly, isn't it? So what you have to calculate is output per month. Okay. Formula is annual output divided by 12. Okay, very simple. Okay, what is our annual output? 60,000 divided by 12. Do it. 5,000 units per month. I hope this is clear. Okay. These two working notes only will give you at least 5 to 6 minutes. Okay. So if you find a sum similar to this, what you'll do? First start with it. Okay. Make these two working notes and the format which I have shown to you in your screen. You can see it on the screen. Okay. Now, let us read the sum. The following additional information is available. First, the activities of purchasing, producing, and selling occurs evenly throughout the year. This is information that the business is running evenly. That is, sales is distributed evenly over the 12 months. Purchases are done evenly throughout the year. Okay, this is just a information. Don't do anything for this one. Okay, next, raw material equivalent to 1.5 months supply is stored in godown. Okay, so raw material. Okay, they may even say raw material stored for 2 months, 3 months. So very simple. Go to raw material in our answer. Go to raw material. Okay, under stock, first one is raw material. Okay, so they have told us that it is 1.5 months. 1.5. How you put 1.5? 1.5. If they say 2 months, write 2. 3 months, 3. 1 month, 1. 2.5 months, 2.5. Like that, you have to put period in figures. Okay, so 1.5. Okay, next, quantity. What is quantity? Quantity per month, which we have calculated. Okay, what is the quantity per month? We just calculated. It's 5,000. Okay, so you have to write 5,000 here. Understood? 5,000. Then rate of raw material. The first table which we made, we got the rate as 120. Okay, that will be used here. 120. Clear? You just multiply these three, you will get the answer in amount form. Okay, 1.5 into 5,000 into 120. Okay, this way you have to estimate the amount required for each and every item of current assets and current liabilities. Full 20 marks in your pocket. Okay, 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 very simple. Okay, now next, the production process takes 15 days. But before I teach you WIP, I'll teach you first how to calculate or how to solve finished goods. Okay, there is some reason behind why I'm taking finished goods first. I'll just shift all the working notes a little bit above. Okay. So, as I told you, we'll come back to adjustment C later on after D. First, I'll complete D, then I'll come back to C. Okay. Now read D. What it says: finished goods equal to 1 month's production are carried in stock. It means we are keeping a stock of finished goods worth 1 month's sale. Okay. Okay, 1 month's stock we are maintaining in our godown. Okay. So against finished goods, what will the period you will write? 1 month, right? Units per month are 5,000. Clear? Now finished goods means what? They are complete in all respect. All the amount is spent on them. So we must have incurred a total cost on them. Okay. So always remember, whenever you are calculating finished good, take total cost. How much it is? 180. Okay. Remember this. This 180 will be used for calculating finished goods. Clear? For raw materials, we use raw material rate only, 120. For finished goods, we'll use 180. Why 180? Because when we say finished goods, everything that is raw material, labor, overhead, all are applied on that goods. Okay, so we have to take total cost while calculating finished goods. Now let us go to earlier adjustment C. C says the production process takes 15 days. Whenever they say production process, okay, the factory time, it means they are talking about work in progress. They are talking about work in progress. Clear? Okay. Now what they say, the production process takes 15 days. So 15 days, how you will write? Half month, 0.5 months. Clear? Then output per month is 5,000. Clear? Now rate. What rate you will apply? I'll show you how to calculate rate. This will have 3 marks, this working note. Again, very simple. Okay. Okay. So I'll just write calculation of rate of WIP. Okay. When we say WIP is a state of stock which is neither raw material nor finished good. It's somewhere in between raw material and finished goods. You getting this? So work is still going on. Work has been started. We have put in the raw materials. Okay. So when we say WIP, work in progress, we have started the work by putting the raw material. So raw material we have put in 100%. Okay. But labor and overheads are not yet completed. Okay. Work of labor and overhead is not yet complete. So we presume they are done up to 50%. Okay. 50%. Overhead also we presume that it is complete to the extent of 50%. Clear? Okay. So what is WIP? Work in progress. Okay. So it is unfinished work. Whenever we have to start any work, we have to put 100% of material, but labor and overheads are presumed that they are not yet completed. They are only done half the stage. So now what is the raw material amount? Rate of raw material is how much? 120. So we will say that if whole 120 is spent on this WIP, but labor rate is 20, but we presume that only half is done, so we'll take only 10 rupees. Again, overheads, total cost is the total overheads are 40, but half is done. Half work is only done, so we'll take only 20. So now we'll get the actual rate of WIP, that is 120 plus 10, 150, 130 plus 20, 150. 150. This working out will give you 3 marks. The rate of WIP. How to calculate? We have to presume that 100% of raw material is applied. So 120 of material, 50% of labor work is done. That is 50% of 20 is 10, and 50% of overhead is charged. Overheads are 40, so 50% of that is 20. So this way we are getting rate of WIP, which is 150. You can observe raw material rate is 120 and finished good is 180. So WIP is somewhere in between these two. Clear? Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, we'll move ahead. Next, 60% of total sales are on credit. Okay, if we are selling or producing 5,000 units per month, but only 60% are sold on credit. So where this will be useful? While calculating debtors. In case of debtors, we have to calculate debtors, or other debtors are formed only in case of credit sales. In case of cash sales, the money is received on the spot, so there won't be any debtors here. Out of 5,000 units, 60% of sales is on credit. So out of 5,000, only 60% are sold on credit. Okay, so here we'll take 5,000 into 60% only, because remaining is sold for cash. Clear? Okay. And how much credit is given to debtors? Read that line. Debtors enjoy 2 months credit. So in period I'll write 2. In units I'll write 5,000 into 60% and rate. Debtors means our customers to whom we sell goods. Now tell me at what price we sell them? Yes, 200. So rate will be 200. Clear? So please calculate. On calci, take 2 into 5,000 into 60% into 200. Please do it. Are you getting 12 lakh rupees? Okay, that's it. We'll go to next item. Creditors allow 2 months credit. Creditor means our suppliers, people who supply us goods. Okay, so they are our current liabilities. Okay, creditors are current liabilities. What they say, they are allowing 2 months period. So in period I'll write 2 months. Okay. In quantity again I'll write 5,000. But always read the sum whether again cash purchases are given. Okay. Sometimes they may say that 30% of purchases are on cash. It means remaining 70% is on credit. So in that case, we would have written 5,000 into 70%. Only credit portion we have to take. Clear, students? Okay, so creditors 2, but nothing about cash purchases is given. So I'll take 5,000 full units purchased on credit. Now we are buying raw material from them, so we have to take raw material rate. Okay, 120. Now multiply, get the answer. 2 into 5,000 into 120. How much it is? 12 lakh. Just check if I'm missing out any item. No? Do it again. Please calculate. Into 1. I'll repeat it. 2 into 5,000 into 120. That was correct. Okay. Next one. Time lag. Time lag means time period. Okay. In payment of wages and overhead is 1 month. So wages and overheads, they have told us that period is 1 month. Okay. Then, yeah, that's it. Units 5,000 each again. Okay. 5,000. Rate. What is the labor's rate? 20 rupees. And overheads rate is 40 rupees. Please multiply and get the answers. Done? Okay. Next, bank has sanctioned overdraft limit of 50% stock. Stock at cost. Okay. So overdraft is what? Our current liability. All right. Bank OD. Okay. How much it says? 50% of stock. Okay. So we have to first calculate or add of all the stock array. We have to calculate the amount of WIP and please do it. Okay. So in case of overdraft, they have told us that add all the stocks, all the 3 types of stocks into 50%. Okay. How to do it? Add all the stocks. Okay. I'll do it. 9 lakhs. I'll do it here directly. 9 lakhs plus 3,75,000 plus again 9 lakhs. You put this much in the bracket, so I have to apply percentage in all of them, so I have to put a bracket into 50%, that is 0.5. Okay, I'm getting current liability of bank OD of 10,87,500. Okay. Okay, that's it. Cash balance is given. A cash balance of 20,000 is kept for contingent. So in cash, directly you can write the amount 50,000. Okay. Just check if we have missed out on any item. I think we have covered everything. Okay. Now go on adding. Add all the items of current assets. Then current liabilities, add current liabilities also. So your working capital will be current assets minus current liabilities. Okay, we'll do it. Current assets are 3,395,000 minus current liabilities. Yeah, so we're getting working capital of 8,05,500. I hope you understood this sum, how to solve it. Okay, similar sum will be for 20 marks. Very important sum. Okay. Now we'll go to other sum. That day we did capital budgeting sums. Okay, you can refer to those, or if you want it to, I'll take it at the end. Okay, I'll take it at the end. Now first I'll go to, just a minute. Vertical statements. We'll go to vertical statements, students. Now you tell me, should I start with balance sheet or income statement? Anything is fine with me. Okay. What is available here? Okay. Now I'll teach you vertical balance sheet. Okay. I'll teach you vertical balance sheet. In that only I'll teach you how to make it comparative balance sheet. Okay. Wait, I'll just remove all the values so that we solve it again. I'll get a blank format. Okay. Now, this is the question given to you. Okay. I'll get the question. The following are the balance sheet of Nayat Limited for the year ending 31st March 2019 and 20. Okay, 2 years information is given. Whenever it's comparative, they will provide for 2 years data. Okay, not 1 year, not 3 years. Okay, they have provided you 2 years data, and I'll teach you how to make comparative balance sheet from this. Okay, students. Okay, now first of all, you have to draw a vertical format. The format will include like particulars, then two amount columns for writing the values of 2019 and 2020. Okay. Third column will need to show the difference between 19 and 20. Okay. And fourth column will need to show difference in percentage. Okay. This is also very simple. Some students, with your attention, like working capital, you will find this one very easily. Okay, clear? So I'll just start explaining it. First, briefly, I'll show you the format. The format is, okay, here I'll explain. You remember that, not need not remember, just you can watch in front of you. Previously, we used to have balance sheet divided into two sides, liabilities and assets, and they tally. Both the sides of balance sheet always tally. Okay, but now in vertical balance sheet, we have two sides. One side is called as sources of fund, and second side is called as application of fund. Okay, you can see here on the left hand side, we have the format. Okay, first for the format, vertical comparative balance sheet of, write the company's name if given and the years for which you are comparing. Okay, then columns are particulars, 2019 and 2020. This is already given to you in the question. Then third amount column will be increase or decrease in rupees. It is increase or decrease in rupees. And then we have increase and decrease in percentage. So these columns you have to draw particulars and for amount columns. Whenever you have a balance sheet of this kind, that is, you have to make comparative balance sheet, what you'll do, you draw format, particulars, and 4 amount columns. 2 amount columns are already given in the sum, 2 more you need. Third one is for increase or decrease in rupees, and fourth one is increase or decrease in percentage. Clear? Okay. Now, as I told you, balance sheet will have 2 sides. One, sources of funds, and second, application of funds. You can see here in red letters, I have written it. Okay. Sources of funds. This is one side of your balance sheet. And second side is application of funds. Just below, you can see, I'll just increase the font size and I'll insert one more line here so that it gets separated. Okay. I hope this is clear now. Okay, which are 2 sides? One is sources of funds and second is application of funds. Okay, sources means from where you raise your funds, and application means where you applied your funds, where you invested your funds. Clear? So under sources we have 2 subheads. One is own fund and second is borrowed fund. So give capital letter A to own fund and capital letter B to borrowed fund. Clear? Okay. Own fund and then borrowed fund. Clear? So under own fund, what you will take? You will take what is owner's fund. That is share capitals. Okay. First you will take share capitals, in that equity and preference. Okay, amounts are already given to you, right? What are the amounts? 4 lakhs for 19 and 4 lakhs for 20. Clear? Very simple students. Again, I'll repeat. Balance sheet has 2 sides, sources and second is application. First is sources, second is application. Source means from where you raised your funds. So you can contribute your own capital and you can borrow. So these are 2 subheads, own fund and borrowed. Clear? Under own fund, you will take all what you have contributed, like capital, reserves, whatever belongs to you will come here. Okay? So we started with share capital first. So under share capital, we have 2 share capitals, equity, 4 lakhs each, and preference share capital, 2 lakhs each. Okay? 2 lakhs. Clear in both the years. Okay? Okay. Then after capital, we write reserve. Okay, reserve will include general reserve, P&L, capital reserve, anything ending with reserves or fund. Okay, will come here. Now we can see liability side, we have reserves and P&L. So these 2 items we can write below reserves and surplus. Okay, 40,000 and 60,000. I'll write down 40,000 and 60,000. P&L also given 30,000 and 40,000. Okay. Clear, students? Then miscellaneous. Okay, you have to subtract from own fund is miscellaneous expenditure. Okay, so these items will be appearing on the asset side, below cash. Okay, there you can have items like preliminary expenses. Okay, this item may be there on asset side. If it is there, you write it here. Okay, but now this is not there, so we'll write 0. Okay, so can you tell me what is my own fund now? Total own fund. First, I'll add share capital, that is 6 lakhs each in 19 and 20. Okay, I'll add up reserves 1 lakh and 70,000 in first year. Okay, so my total contribution in my business is how much? 6,70,000 for own fund. Correct? 6,70,000. And here it will be 6 lakhs plus 1, 7 lakh. Very simple. Okay. In any balance sheet, format will be same constant. You just have to fill in the values. Okay. Format will not change. Answer format will not change. Okay. Even the question which they will give, they will be giving similar question. Okay. The items may be more, like we have fixed asset, only one figure, asset less depreciation. Instead of it, they make you like land and building, plant and industry. Okay, that's it. But similar sum you can expect. Okay, similar format and answer format will be also same. Here, now we are done with own fund. Now borrowed fund. Okay. Uh, Under borrowed fund, I had already shown that secured, unsecured. This portion you did not do. We can directly write all the borrowings. Okay. Okay. Now tell me what are the loans appearing in the balance sheet? Can you see any loan here? Equity, preference, reserve, P&L, bank OD. Bank OD is current liability. We just saw in working capital. Bank OD was part of current liability. Okay, creditors, provision for tax. Oh, there are no borrowed funds. So I write zero against borrowed. Okay. So now we'll loan funds are zero. We can just remove these two lines. Don't need them. Okay, borrowed funds are zero, right? 0, 0. So our total capital employed is how much? 6,70,000. That is only own fund we have, no borrowing. Okay. Okay. I hope this is clear, students. Okay. Now, application of funds. In application, you will show where you have invested these funds or these amounts which you have raised. Clear? So, there are three subheads. See, in sources, we had two subheads, own fund and borrowed fund. But here, in application, we have three subheads. Where we invested, there are three subheads. One is fixed assets, second investment, and third working capital. Okay. Here, only directly net value is given for fixed asset. What is the value for fixed asset? They have given 4,80,000 for first year and 9,20,000 for second year. Okay. As I told you, in the sum, they may not give you directly one fixed asset. They will ask, they may give you more items of fixed asset. Can you list down some items for me in your chat, live chat? Let us see how many fixed assets you can write. I'll also write land and building. Plant and machinery. Furniture. Assets which are used for longer term, which are not for sale purpose. Okay, we are not going to sell these assets. So they are fixed assets. Okay. Then motor car. Okay. Some intangible assets are also there, which are fixed assets. Can you name them? Goodwill. Okay. Patent. Yes, vehicle, very good. Computer, very good. Writing. Patent. Then copyrights. Okay. Okay, these are all fixed assets. So in exam, you may find instead of one fixed asset line, you may find 5, 6 items. So what you'll do, you'll just make a heading fixed asset and you'll list down all the items, okay, one by one, and write the amount respectively in their respective columns. Okay, yeah, equipment, very good. Okay, understood? Then investments, okay, where company has put their money as investments. So normally investment includes GP notes, government promissory notes, okay, or government bonds, okay. Like this, or directly they will say investment, okay. So you put them under investment heading. Clear, students? Okay. Then comes the in this sum, it is not there. Investments are not there. So I'll put 0. Okay. Then working capital. We just solved one sum of working capital. You know what are the current assets and current liabilities. Okay. Now you can see all the remaining items on asset side are current assets, isn't it? So we'll just put the values in current assets. 4,80,000. That was fixed asset. 80,000 and 40,000. 80,000 and 40,000. Then 2 lakhs and 1,50,000, 2 lakhs and 1,50,000, 40,000 and 60,000. Prepaid expenses to current asset, 20,000 and 24,000, 20,000 and 24,000. Okay, cash bank 1 lakh and 1,66,000. Okay, we can take total of these. We will get total current assets. Okay, students. Same way, we'll do it for 2020. Now current liabilities. Okay, less current liabilities. See, once we are done with the uh, current assets, okay, again you have to refer to current liability side or other liability side, we will find current liabilities. You can see many items are there, okay, which classify as current liabilities. Bank OD, amount 1 lakh and 460, 1 lakh and 4,60,000. Creditors 80 and 1 lakh, 80,000, 80,000 and 1 lakh. Tax 40, 50, 40,000 and 50,000. Bills payable 30 and 50, 30,000 and 50,000. Okay. And just add current liabilities. And 660. Now working capital, that is CA minus CL. 440 minus 250. Same way here. Okay, we have negative working capital. Now, we have to add these three subheads: fixed asset, investment, and working capital. And it should match with the total of sources. Okay, let us take matches. 480 plus investments are 0 plus working capital is 190. Now we got 670, correct. Now same way, I'll do it for 2020. Yeah, we are getting 7 lakh as our answer. Okay. So this way, students first complete the posting, get the balance sheet tallied first of all. Okay. Okay. First, what you'll do, you'll complete the balance sheet part. Okay. It will take around 15 minutes. Okay. Then the remaining 2 columns of calculation, it will take another 10 minutes. Okay. So in 25 minutes, you will be able to solve this sum or similar sum. Okay. Now, as I told you, third column is for the recording increase or decrease in amount. For this, what you have to do, you have to subtract year 1 figure from year 2. Okay, remember this. Alright, year 2 minus year 1. Never do year 1 minus year 2. Always has to be year 2 minus year 1. Okay, so 4 lakhs minus 4 lakhs. Okay, same way 0 it is. Same way for remaining items. Again for reserves 20,000 I'm getting. For remaining items, I'm getting some answers in positive. Okay, so just copy the formula, that is year 2 minus year 1 figure. Remember this. Okay. Don't forget to carry your calculator tomorrow, students. Okay, so this is easy calculations. Okay, won't take much time. Okay, so third column is done. How you get third column? It has to be y2 minus y1, year 2 figure minus year 1. Then you will come to do na, in this year as compared to previous year, there is increase or decrease. Okay, understood? Now the last column is to record the change, that is increase or decrease, but in percentage. Okay, so the change which is shown by this third column, we have to express that in percentage form. Okay, so I'll show you the formula. You will need this change, y2 minus y1. What is y2 minus y1? That is a change, isn't it? So that change upon base into 100. This was year 1, so I'll write year 1. This was year 2, okay? And third column was year 2 minus year 1. Okay. Now, How to calculate percentage? That means upon day, that is first year into 100. So you need here y2 minus y1 upon y1 into 100. Is this clear, friends? Okay. So take third column figure. Say for example, go to reserves. Take reserve figure. What is y2 minus y1? 20,000 upon y1 is how much? 40,000 into 100. I'll do it here. 20,000. That is y2 minus y1. Y2 minus y1 indicates that figure. Huh? Don't do it again. Y2 minus y1. Okay. Or should I use ABC? In that is where that will be better. I'll write this one as A, this one as B, and this one as C. Okay. How we got C, you know, that is y2 minus y1. Okay. But now I'm naming them as ABC. Okay. That is better, otherwise you will get confused. Okay. Now while calculating percentage, what you need? Simply C column amount upon A column amount into 100. That's it. In that y2, y1, you will get confused. This is best. Okay. We have three columns. First three columns named as A, B, C. You know how to get C, B minus A. Okay. Or y2 minus y1, as you will say. Okay? How to get last column? Simply third column figure upon first column figure into 100. Okay. Can you put the percentage from reserves onwards? From reserve onwards. So how to calculate for reserves? Percentage change? C, that is 20,000 upon A, 40,000 into 100. Okay, so do it. 20,000 upon A, 40,000 into 100. Okay, do it. 3%. Okay, put in live chat. Let me see if you're doing it correctly. If your change, that is, third column is in negative, while calculating, take the value and later on just put a minus sign. Okay, while calculating one calculate, don't try to take minus sign. Okay, say for example, in case of stock, see, in year one stock was 80 and in year two it is 40. So in C column you are getting it minus 40. So while calculating percentage, don't take minus 40,000 upon 80,000. Don't do that. Okay, what you do? Just normally take 40,000 upon 80,000 into 100. You'll get 50%. But while writing, put a bracket or minus sign. Okay, students? I hope this is clear. Okay. So we can continue that for all the remaining items. So in 1 hour's time, we could complete the division of two types of sums. Okay. Now I'll show you ratio analysis. Okay. Calculation of ratios. Any doubts in this, some students? Please type in live chat. Or you can write in WhatsApp group also, no problem. Okay. Just go to ratio sum and try to sum. Actually, one income statement sum. Just search it here and finding it. Give it 2 minutes. Some just a moment. Okay. Give me 2 minutes. I'll share some. Yeah, I got one sum. Just share it. Give it 2 minutes. Okay, friends. But one sum will make a vertical income statement from this sum, and then we'll calculate ratios. Okay, and the format will remain as it is. Vertical income statement, matrix particulars. Then amount, two amount also will keep. This is having because but we'll solve only for only 1 year, either 2017 or 18. I'll do it for 17. Okay? Later on, I'll show you for how to do it if it's comparative sum. Okay. First, I'll wait for ratio analysis. Okay. Particulars, amount, and amount. Whenever you have a vertical income statement sum, you may be aware what is the format. We always start with sales. Okay, we always start with sales. So start with sales. Now, I write the sales value 1,90,000. Okay. Then we subtract less cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Okay. Under this, we cover all the trading account items or other manufacturing account items which relates to production activity. Okay. So it will cover items like opening stock, $44,000, then to purchases or other purchases, 84,000, wages, 40,000, factory expenses, and other similar items like carriage inward, and okay, which relate to production activity. So we'll add this, and from this we'll subtract closing stock, less closing stock. Closing stock is how much? 46,000. 46,000. Okay. So net amount is COGS. So 2 lakhs minus 40,000 gives us 46,000. Gives us 1,54,000 as our COGS. This is COGS. I hope you understood this. Now sales minus COGS will give us gross profit. Okay, friends. I will get gross profit. Clear? Okay. Then we add operating income. Okay. Operating income includes items like discount received, bad debts recovered, okay, and income from trade investment. Income from trade investment. But this time it is not there, so 0. So you carry forward the profit of 36,000 only. Okay. Then we subtract less operating expenses. Under this, we cover all the regular expenses which we incur in an organization. And these are classified as office administration, selling, distribution, and finance. We have 3 heads to cover all the operating expenses. Okay? So first, I'll write office and admin expenses. So under this, tell me which items you will cover. Establishment expenses. Establishment expenses means office expense. Okay, how much? 8,000. Then management, yes, management expenses 2,000. Then selling will come under selling, interest, loss. Yeah, only these 2 items are there for office admin. So 10,000 is a total. Then B heading will be next heading. B will be selling and Distribution expenses. So there is only one item, so I will directly write it 6,000. Then C finance. This will cover discount allowed, bad debts, okay, and short-term investment interest. Okay, that is interest on short-term loans. But there is no mention what the interest paid is on short-term or long-term. We presume it is on long-term. So no finance expenses. So we'll add these three. This 16,000. Go to outer column. Okay. So now we will subtract this from about total 36,000 minus this 16,000. We will get operating profit before interest. Okay. Or earning before interest. Anything is fine. Okay. Earnings before interest. Or operating profit. Operating profit before interest. Okay. Then we subtract interest, less interest. How much is the interest cost? 6,000. Okay. So what we will get now is operating profit, net operating profit. Since we are done with all the operating part, operating income and operating expenses, we call it net operating profit. Okay. So it will be 20 minus 6, so 14,000. Clear, students? Okay. Then comes non-operating part. Non-operating means which does not relate to our regular business transactions or business operation. So we may have some non-operating incomes and some non-operating expenses. Okay. So look at the credit side of your P&L. You can see interest received. So bank must have paid interest. So it is earned by bank, not by you. But you're getting just because you must have invested money. So it's a non-operating income. So we'll write add non-operating income. Okay. In that first item we have is interest received. How much the value? 20,000. Now total is 34,000, right? Previous one plus 20, 34,000. Yeah. Okay. Don't give any name to this one. Then less non-operating expenses. Okay. Now let us see on the debit side. See the third last item, loss on sale of asset. So selling asset is not our business, isn't it? So that item is a non-operating part. So I just use the short form. Loss on sale of asset. Okay, how much is the value? 22,000. Sorry, 2,000. Okay. So now what I get is net profit before. If I subtract this 2,000, 34,000, I get net profit before tax. Net profit before tax. Okay. Now let's subtract tax less income tax. How much is the tax value given? 22,000. 22. And then left with 10,000. Okay, that is net profit after tax. And this should match with your profit figure given in the question. Okay, it is transferred to reserve. So even I will write transfer to reserves. I hope this is clear, students. This is how you have to make a vertical statement. Okay. Now from this we can make common size statement also. Should I show you common size for this? Okay, we just need two more percentage columns here. Since we have two amount columns, we need to have 2 percentage columns. I'll show you this in 2 minutes. Okay. I'll draw 2 more columns. Right here, percentage. I'll convert this to vertical common size income statement. Okay. So how to convert into common size? Very simple. Okay. Take sales or rather net sales as 100. Take net sales as 100. Clear? Now use one formula. Okay. For this, CALC is very useful or rather must we can say. The formula is 100 divided by net sales, which is 1,90,000 into okay the item which you want to convert to percentage, and then press equal. That's it. Okay, then press. Okay, so let us do it here. See, wherever amount is in first column, its percentage will appear in first column. Okay, what is the formula? 100. See, if you have a calculator, you can solve this in 2 minutes time. Okay, but since I'm not using CALC here, I'm using laptop. I have to show this again and again. I have to do it again and again. Okay, but I'll also use some formula to reduce my time. Okay, I'll show you the formula again. Look here. In CALC, take 100 upon base. Basis, that is sales, 1,90,000. Then press into. You want to calculate percentage of 44,000. Then enter 44,000 and press equal. Okay, you will get some value. Okay, let me do it. 100 divided by net sales into 44,000. Okay, make them into decimal points. I'll reduce it to without any decimal points. Okay, so now same way I will calculate for all. So once you get 23 the answer, what will directly enter 84,000 and press it. You get the percent. Then directly enter 40,000 press it. Okay, so this way you can convert all the percentage for vertical common size in statement. Clear, students? Now this is clear. Now I'll calculate all the income statement ratios here. I'll calculate all the income statement ratios for this sum. Okay. Then we'll go to next chapter. Tell me, which is the first ratio for income statement? Gross profit ratio or GP ratio. What is the formula? GP upon net sales into 100. So what is the GP here? 36,000, right? 36,000 upon net sales is 1,90,000 into 100. Okay, right? Into 100. Please calculate. .94%. Clear? In second formula, net profit ratio. Net profit ratio. What is the formula for net profit ratio? Net profit after tax upon net sales into 100. I have given all the formulas. CRs can put the formulas on the book and they want to provide or any student use it. The formula is net profit after tax upon net sales into 100. Okay, so put in the values. Net profit after tax is how much? 10,000 upon net sales 1,90,000 into 100. Okay, calculate the answer. $5.26. Okay. Third one is the third one? Operating profit ratio. Operating profit ratio. Formula for that will be operating profit upon net sales into 100. Okay. The formula is written in your ratios name only. Okay. So the operating profit is how much? 14,000 upon 1,90,000 into 100, right? Okay, the formula, yeah, 7.36%. Then operating expense ratio, or operating expense ratio. Here I'll take formula as total operating expenses upon net sales into 100. Okay. So total operating expense, can you give me a figure for total operating expenses? You may say that 16,000 as office, selling and finance total is 16,000. But wait, even that interest is your operating expense. So even include interest. So it will be 22,000. Don't forget this. Upon net sales, 1,90,000 into 100. Okay. Interest is your operating expense. Okay. Then fifth, operating ratio. Operating ratio will be covering all the cost. That is OGS plus operating expenses on net sales into 100. Okay. So COGS is how much? 1,54,000, right? Plus operating expenses were 22,000 upon net sales 1,90,000 into 100. Okay. Solve this one. %. Okay. If you add, don't do that. Sixth one, last one, stock turnover ratio. Stock turnover ratio. Okay, formula COGS on average. COGS we just used here. COGS how much? 1,54,000 upon average stock. Average stock is nothing but opening plus closing divided by 2. Average stock is equal to opening plus closing upon 2. So what is opening stock? 44,000 plus 46,000. So 90,000 divided by 2, so it will be 45,000. Okay. You get answer as it will be in times. We don't multiply by 100, right? So 3.4 times. That's it. This way you have to calculate balance sheet ratios. Okay. Now, please let me know either chapter you want me to cover in this lecture, students. Okay, you all want short notes. As I told you, in short notes, you may be asked to give individual ratios explanation. Okay. So most of those 10 questions cover everything. Okay, do those questions. I have already shared the link for capital budgeting sums. Last week we did, so that was good thing we did because it saved a lot of time today. Okay, student, that sum which I did now, income statement. Okay, it's not that big sum. Below that, it's question number 3. Altogether, different sum is there. Huh? Don't mix them up. What we did was question number 2. Okay, 3. See, the income statement which we did didn't have any bifurcation of trading and PM, but you can practice for this sum also, third one, wherein bifurcation is shown. Okay, so similar fashion, you can start with your sales. How much will be sales? 75,000 minus COGS. In that, you will take opening stock 15,500. Okay, add purchase is 61,000. Okay, if carriage inward is given, take carriage inward, factory expenses. Okay, minus closing stock, you will get COGS, right? Then sales minus COGS will give you gross profit. Okay, then continue in same fashion. How I did the question number 2. Okay? And income statement ratios are very important. Okay, to learn. The students tell me, want any other chapter? Capital budgeting, we just did couple of days before only we did that chapter. Okay, I have shared it. If you want, I will share that link again. Okay, you just watch it. Another what I'll do, I'll share all the videos of all the different chapters which are there in your syllabus. Okay, whichever you want, you can watch it. Okay, but while watching, make it full screen, use earphones, and sit at a quiet place so that you can concentrate. Okay, start from the beginning of the sum when I start. Okay, and again, one more announcement. I want all of you to pass. Okay, so don't leave your paper blank. Write whatever theory you could write. Solve all the sums which are possible. Okay, just write down. Okay, that's it. If you score 100 on 100, I'll give you the biggest Cadbury chocolate. Okay, which is available. Okay. I don't know which one is the latest. You must be eating silk rather. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it to the topper in the class. Okay. So if you want any other chapter, please tell me. Capital weighting, we have solved 2 sums. Okay. So those 2 sums are enough. I'll share the link once again on the WhatsApp group, so you can watch it. Okay. That's it for today. Students, do practice whatever I have taught you. Okay, again and again. Solve it twice. I know time is very less, but orally at least, or just go through it. That's it. Okay. Thank you, students. I will the live stream.